The nightmare of that hell house is behind you. Figuratively speaking, because when you all turned around, it wasn't there. And you were back where you were dropped off by Rahadin. You found those care packages, each containing letters, each signed by Stradia von Zorovich. And here in the rainy streets of Bridgewater, you all started to head towards the green neon sign that you could read from a distance said Morning Mist Motel and Bottles Bottom Bar. It's a lot of alliteration. And you all walked down the rainy street and found yourselves standing in what passes for a town square. There's a single shaft of sallow light breaking into the fog, layering the street. The light from the motel and bar. And from here, because of how thick the fog is, the light almost looks like a physical thing. The surrounding fog also carries a slight green tint from the neon sign, giving the whole area out here in this town square a slightly sickly appearance. The motel and bar is built near a roundabout, and in the center of that roundabout, you see a large, old, chipped stone statue. It's covered in mildew, and rain drips steadily from a sword that is held aloft. The door to the motel and bar is in front of you. What do you all do?
Well, I want to get out of this fucking fog, because I think I've had enough fog for the night. I kind of want to get somewhere to rest my bones, get a drink, maybe something to eat. We all kind of, and Nyne looks at everybody. We all kind of been through some shit tonight, and I looks at Brawk. We just need some time to just relax and try and get our heads about what we're doing. And Nyne will open the door for everyone to go through.
Hawthorne will go first.
Brawk will gesture for the ladies to enter.
As you look back to gesture towards the ladies, Karina is looking at that statue. Does it look familiar at any, like, to her or to possible stories she's heard at all? And does it have a plaque with a name?
So to answer the first part, I don't think you would have any reason necessarily to be familiar with this individual. That said, the figure looks like a classic old warrior. Got armor on, a cloak, and a sword, medieval. Could be a lot of folk heroes, but there is a plaque. Can't read it from here, but you can see that there is one.
She'll kind of look back at Gloria. Just 1 minute, I want to check something out. And she's just gonna not run so much as just kind of half run to the bottom of the statue so she can read the plaque.
You head across the empty road of the roundabout and approach the statue, and it has the plaque is stone and worn by time. So you can only make out the first part, the first line and a half or so. Ismark Indirovich the Great, Burgomaster of Barovia, Bane of... And then it gets kind of tough to read. As the rest of you are standing here watching Karina run across really quick, a few of you under the awning, so the rain isn't too oppressive. The U in the word morning of the neon sign flickers on and off. It had been off mostly, but as you all have been standing there, the U starts to flicker on.
After a moment, Karina will rejoin the group and enter after Hawthorne.
Nyne will hold his arm out to Gloria. You ready to go?
I'm a little bit distracted. Honestly, it's a little bit odd. I think going straight from having no memories to spending this kind of tumultuous time in a house. I'm sort of not sure what to do with myself, but I'll take your arm and just kind of follow everyone in.
Hey, look, we're gonna figure out what's going on. We'll do it together, and we'll go from there. Okay? But for now, we won. We beat that spooky house, and we get to celebrate. How about that? Your hair looks great, by the way.
Thank you. I'm immediately distracted and just happy that even after, hopefully it's not too bloody, that my hair and just follow everybody in.
Brawk will enter after everyone else does, wiping the sweat from his hands onto his jacket.
The bar that you walk into isn't overly large, about 80 feet square. It has a wooden bar with several circular stools. The green leather seats, a number of them ripped and moldering. The place smells like wet tobacco smoke, stale beer, and a barely noticeable undertone of something that's turned. There are only about, at this point, 5 or 6 other individuals here inside this yellow-lit bar. One of them being the bartender, a pudgy, pale man with heavy circles under his eyes, coal-colored hair coiffed slickly back, and is just standing there wiping glasses down. There's also at one of the small tables, there are 3 individuals who are sitting there with glasses of a clear liquid that give you a passing stare as you all walk in, and then their interest is short-lived. They return to their quiet conversation. There's one other individual at one table by themselves, passed out.
Do we have any idea what time it is right now?
It's a little tough to tell, at least going by the outside, but looking around, there is a clock on the wall, and it reads 4:28.
All right.
It is
Do we
very
have any
dark outside.
Money?
Great question. You all start, as you suddenly have the realization that, you have to pay for things, start going through your possessions. Each one of you has, in coin and cash, about a total of $10 each.
Is there seating around the bar area, did you say?
Yeah,
Like no
definitely.
seating? Okay, so as people walk in, Hawthorne has already sat down at the bar and is sort of just slumped over the bar, waiting for this wonderful bartender to come up to him.
As you plop down at the bar, the man just looks over towards you. What'll it be?
How much for just a shot of whiskey, man? I just need some whiskey.
He grabs a shot glass, puts it on the table in front of you, reaches behind the bar and grabs a bottle, but it's not a brown liquor. It is clear. And he pours it into the glass and just says, "Gin. 50 cents.
I'll take anything right now. Fine." And Hawthorne will slap down the 50 cents and then just shoot the gin as fast as possible. And just stare at the bar. He's not even looking at the bartender.
Not much on the botanicals and a lot on the burn.
That's what I needed.
I guess I'll go find a table to sit everybody.
There are several low tables. You can definitely find one, just pull a chair or two over. No problem.
Cool. I will, Nyne will gather up chairs and tables and put them together and pull out Gloria's and Karina's for them to sit in.
Karina, before you do that, she's going to join Hawthorne at the bar. Hey, I noticed you're a little, for lack of better terms, fucked up after that night. So, do you want to hold this? It makes me feel better. And she's just going to pass Lancelot over to you.
Hawthorne's going to look over, take the dog. Thanks. Yeah, I'll hang on to him. Hi, buddy. How are you?
He gets a little, like, he's clearly not that used to being held. As you hold him, he starts to get a little antsy in your arms. And when you set him down, though, he just quite quickly does one circle and lays at your feet, but keeps his head up and on alert, looking around.
It's a good boy. Just stay. Just stay.
You call him a good boy, and he looks up. He responds to that phrase. Anyone else getting any drinks?
What's everybody having?
I'm trying to remember. What's the last time we've eaten? I don't think we've eaten since we've arrived. Y'all, not that drinking's not a great idea, because right now it feels like it is, but I honestly can't remember us having any food. So maybe we want to work on that either at the same time or before.
I could eat. What about you, Brawk?
Brawk is just kind of looking around in his own little world, and he grabs his jacket and he snaps it really far forward as if to kind of recenter himself. What part of this room is going to try to kill us? Do you think?
Maybe the drinks? You know, over consumption. Never mind. Bad joke.
Well, I mean, look, I don't think anything in here is gonna kill us. If not, we just beat it up like we did earlier. But it seems like look, we made it out. Okay.
not all of us made it out, and he gestures to his left testicle.
Which brings up a point. First of all of you do me a favor. Check your current wounds. Just as a narrative reminder, because you all ran out of that house immediately after the fight. And given what you just saw on your character sheet, as you all are seated at this table and talking, what do we really quickly just see visually from each one of you? Keeping in mind that, like, your clothes have been cleaned. They are quite clean. But in terms of you, what do we see? Nyne.
On Nyne, you see kind of few scratch marks on his face. from glass shards from the clock. Um, if you were to lift up his shirt, you would see kind of teeth marks on his right side from the wolf fight. Wood splinters a little bit because when he kicked the fucking door out. Um, but other than that, he looks healthy. He looks like he's been through some stuff. But other than that, I'm good.
Karina?
There. So the clothing has been cleaned, but not repaired, right?
Oh, it's been repaired too. It is in pristine condition.
All right. So,
Yeah, to say it's been repaired even is a little inaccurate. It is in perfect condition.
okay. Well, she's definitely favoring her left arm a lot. But as far as like visible injuries, there's some cuts and bruises, but not much that people can see.
So Hawthorne's clothes look really nice, but where he's been holding the shot glass, he's dripping some blood out of his hand, and you can see some is dripping on the stool as well, because he got attacked by a bunch of teeth and eaten, so he has stab marks still dripping through his clothes, but he just doesn't even care. And the dog, of course, is just looking up at him, sitting in some of the blood.
Brawk.
Brawk is limping. He looks relatively deflated. And though his clothes are clean, there is on his left leg what appears to be a tourniquet or bandage with a relatively large mound of cloth over his groin area to stop the blood. And he is sweating profusely, but his outfit is so on point, you guys.
It makes it almost all worth it.
It'll be fine. It'll all heal up. I'm never gonna miss it.
Gloria.
So Gloria, throughout this journey of the house, I've taken a lot of damage, but at this moment, it's almost kind of surreal that by looking at me, you can't immediately see anything, except for maybe if you were to look a little bit closely, my hands are twitching ever so slightly, like I'm stopping myself from grabbing Nyne's hand or fiddling them in my lap. I'm like trying to stay still. And so while on the outside I might not look like I'm hurt, my dress is immaculate. I've been pinning my hair into little rolled curls as we go. Like every time someone stops to examine the statue or look too closely at bags or consider things, I've been just like pulling out the little mirror and getting ready. But inside my mind is racing. I feel like every room feels simultaneously too small and too large. Like everything feels off, and I don't know why.
So, was anyone else grabbing drinks? Anyone who does want a drink, the drink that is available is gin. There is no other available drink, alcoholic beverage. It is gin. And if you want a shot of that, that'll be 50 cents. So just be sure to mark that off if you get a shot. Brawk.
Once the glasses start clinking, being filled, he kind of Brawk breaks out of his daze and realizes you guys are in the middle of convening, having a conversation, and you watch as his eyes go wide as he looks at everyone and just lingers over Hawthorne, who looks like he's seen better days. I'm so sorry. We've been moving so quickly, and gonna cast heal on.
All right. Make that
Just by opening
alchemy.
my vial and pouring it into your shot glass.
Hawthorne will look down. Thanks, man. Just shoot it real fast.
Here's hoping I could do it.
Easy. 6. No problem. And that wound, as you take this drink, as you shoot down this second shot of gin, there's... Brawk, what does this healing potion taste like?
It's not so it's not brewed for smooth consumption. That is gonna be some spicy. It's gonna feel thicker than it looks. It's gonna be you're not gonna be having a
It's like taking a shot of gin with a raw egg on top of it. It's not a fun consistency or experience. However, as
drink.
It goes down your gullet, you feel where the teeth had bitten into you, including those that were on the inside of that thing. Those wounds close and the dripping of blood onto the table slows. Good use of that.
I want you to know I felt that when you described that going down my own throat, and I didn't like any of it.
I am so glad to hear that.
Oh,
I didn't like saying it.
Shaking myself out of kind of my daze. Did any of my friends look particularly hurt? Sorry, y'all. I missed it. Is there... And kind of seeing Brawk give Hawthorne this shot, it causes me to look a little closer. Karina, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine, darling.
Your shoulder?
It didn't pass through. Are you okay? You seem a little stressed out.
It wasn't great being trapped in a haunted house, but I do think that there's some security in knowing you're in a spot you're supposed to be doing something. I think that being out of the house without a clear sense of direction, I don't want to say it's worse, but it is a little bit freaky not knowing what we should be doing.
I agree. It's very unnerving in a way. It's nice to have a purpose or some sort of direction, even if it's running for your life.
speaking of direction,
we could go meet the Strahd woman.
Speaking of direction, you good, Karina? Because you were running out in the fog and stuff and seeing shit.
And also you stabbed yourself. I don't know if you knew that happened.
I'm perfectly fine.
Thank you for not killing the dog.
Well, I wasn't ever actually going to kill the dog.
Oh, so good to hear.
Very good to hear.
But to answer your question, Nyne, I'm fine. Unlike Brawk, I can separate reality from fantasy.
Whoa. Some of my deductions kept us on edge, which I would say would probably contributed to our ability, to everyone else's ability, not to be viciously mauled by stuffed animals.
And plus, anyway, is that before or after you take a little hit of that little thing you got there? Because I do recall that you not being a sound mind when we pulled you out of there. And down there as well.
I have no idea what you mean.
And that jar is just burning a hole in your pocket, Karina.
Oh, she's thumbing it right now. Like she's got her hand in her pocket.
Take a Benny.
Don't come for Brawk. Brawk did his job. He did a good job.
I made the effort. Good is not always what you expect it to be.
I'm not saying it's a problem to be a dreamer. I'm not saying it's a problem to be confused with whether this is reality or not. I just know that this is very different. And that perhaps, I hate to say it, might even be better than what we left behind.
Do you? And Brawk froze his brow and repositions his jacket as he tosses his shoulders back to crack his spine a bit and just resumes hunching back over. You really think that this hellscape, this pocket of control and illusion is better than whatever we came from, and I can't honestly tell you that you're wrong.
Hawthorne's going to look up from the bar and turn towards them. Well, I might have saw something nasty, but I also felt something wonderful. And where I came from, there was things that were wonderful. In this place, he's going to gesture to the bartender, toss him another gin. He's going to put down 50 cents. I just don't see anything wonderful in this place. Nothing at all. He's going to shoot a shot.
Hawthorne. And Brawk is going to rustle over and going to put 50 cents more on the counter and tap where your shot glass is. What is something that you think is not here, but what you think is wonderful?
Hawthorne's going to have his hand inside of his pocket and rubbing this sort of braided bracelet thing that he's had. I remember people who relied on me and the inspiration they gave me to keep going. I remember I left people. I can't shake that I left people. There's something more than all of this. I don't know what, though. And he's going to slide the shot over to Brawk so that Brawk can have a shot.
Brawk is going to go to smell and he's going to do that shake thing. And he kind of like vomits in his mouth and he's going to slide it down the bar to Nyne. What about you? So something wonderful.
Be honest with you, a place like this seems familiar. Like, the smell, like... Okay, listen, hear me out. I told you, my brain don't work that good. But do you ever know what's like a sense memory? Like you smell something and you immediately remember things?
That's actually fairly normal. I think it's because like some research has indicated that maybe the part of your brain that remembers sense or processes sense is really close to the part that holds memories. And so the fact that you're smelling something, it's normal that there's some crossover and trigger.
Looking at you like a cat looks at a Christmas tree. You are brilliant, and that makes I understand every bit of word you just said. Yeah, what Angel just said. I think I'm used to being in these types of places where the like bars and stuff like that. Like slamming this drink back takes it, no facial recognition, like it's just straight water. Feels normal, you know? Like I feel like my body would be tired after what we just went through, but I don't. I had visions of like fighting something or somebody. Lots of cheering, maybe not for me. But other than that, I don't really know much.
I feel myself not really knowing what to say, and almost subconsciously my brain just starts going. Nyne, that maybe that could be this could be triggering memories from where you came from before. Bars have been around since forever. Like, I mean, I should stop.
Oh no, please don't. Please never stop. Please continue. Please continue. Say all those pretty things. Go. You're smart. Use your brain. I'm learning so much. One thing I do know is that $10 feels like an insult to me for some reason. I feel like I should have more money, to be real with you. $10 in a bar? I feel like that's not enough.
You can work. You can work with that. Plus, he jingles the change in his pocket by just jumping his jacket in his hand. I've got your back. The designated walker. That doesn't sound as good as it felt in my brain.
At that moment, as Brawk is saying this, there is the click of shoes, and a gentleman approaches your table and says, I could also actually help with that.
Who are you?
My name is Markindirovich. How about I buy you all a drink, and may I join you?
Can you get us some food? Mysterious stranger man?
Harold, and he walks over to the bar. Harold, would you be a dear and please get some of your incredible soup and an additional 5 drinks of gin, please? Harold just gives a nod, puts down the glass that he'd been cleaning, and goes to put it back. And then, as Mark turns and leans against the bar and looks at you all, I apologize for that terrible introduction, but I get the feeling that you all aren't from town. I know almost everyone who lives in Bridgewater.
You're not entirely wrong.
Yeah. Mark, what are you to this town here? Since you know everybody.
Interim mayor, I guess is the best title for it. What I am.
What happened to the other mayor? Oh.
Drinks first. I'll tell you all of it after that.
What does
Brawk
interim mean?
looks at it means acting.
It means he's not yet mayor.
Oh, okay, cool.
The 3 individuals who had been in here and looked at you when you walked in, by the way, they have recently started to get up to go, and you notice that they're all dressed with notes of very bright colors in different places in their attire. A lining of a coat, a scarf, toggles. It tickles a memory in each of your heads. Someone handing you a letter. And they were dressed in very similar style clothing. And then they get up, head out of the bar. Mark grabs the drinks and heads over to a slightly larger table than you all were sitting at, sets the drinks down as Harold has started to bring over these bowls of soup. It is barely steps above water, with a few measly chunks of potato in it. And as you all sit down to your shot of gin and this sight in front of you, Mark, who is dressed in a nice suit, loosened tie, has a vest underneath, so 3-piece suit, pocket watch, and he looks like he's about 37 or so years old. Got sandy blonde hair that is slick, not fully slicked back, but coiffed nicely. And as he sits down and you all look at this soup with disappointment, he says, "Yes, I'm sincerely sorry for the state of things around Bridgewater. It wasn't always... It's not always been quite this bad. But you all are new here. Yeah?
Yeah. Nice town you got here.
Yeah. It could be.
Interesting place.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
I'm born and raised. That's part of the reason I was a little surprised to see new faces. Doesn't really happen that often. New people around here.
What happened here, man? You said it hasn't always been like this. What happened here?
Have you seen the big tower? The one with the Z on top
Hard
of
to miss. Yeah.
Pretty hard to miss.
Yeah.
The woman who's essentially tacitly in charge of all of Barraville, that's hers. She attacked the town. Retribution for some wrong that we did to her. And since then, things have just been even worse than usual, but... Before that, if I may, I'm still a little interested in the how you all got here thing.
On a
I
train.
think we need to ask you more questions before we share stuff about what's going on with us.
No, I understand suspicion. What can I tell you to put your mind at ease, then?
What did you do that got you punished by her? You said that by some act.
She's been in charge of Barraville since before it was called Barraville. She's not always... You've seen the place, right? How long have you been here?
Few hours.
A few
We
hours.
actually don't know, man. I will admit, we don't know.
We kind of just woke up here.
Does she talk inside your head?
Who?
Strahd?
Strahd. And he stumbles over the name a little bit and kind of looks over his shoulder. Her?
Just wondering, like, hypothetically.
How does it, yeah. She's
Awesome.
talking yours?
No.
No,
don't
man.
worry about
We're
that.
trying to
No.
test
You
you.
all said
Okay,
that
you focus
really
up here. No,
suspiciously at the same
you
time.
focus up here. I'm testing you right now. Okay,
I'm just
Never know.
don't you
bullshit.
question her.
just gonna start eating my soup.
Hawthorne will be very defensive, and if needed,
no,
will persuade him
So,
to leave her alone.
long story short, she does not brook challenge to her authority well. And so, when some citizens of Bridgewater spoke out against her, she didn't respond positively to that.
What did she do? I need information. Nobody's listening. Come on, man.
Oh, everyone here already knows it.
I feel like Hawthorne. Maybe
No,
if
no,
we
no,
ask
it-
nicely, or
It. These are trying times, and they can sometimes. I understand the fraying of nerves. Truly, I do. Mine are pretty frayed, also.
Apologies. True.
No. I came to you.
But we the last person we trusted delivered us to a destination unknown to us, and so we're a little lacking in extra space to hold for others.
Some asshole named Rodine.
Oh. Yeah, we know him. He works for her.
Great.
He's the one who she sent after the protests to give us our warning. I need to get better at talking to people if I'm going to be staying in this position, so let me try to just summarize it. He came to town and said that as a result of what we had done, we had 90 days to make peace with our gods. That was, and 90 days came to pass not terribly long ago. Not only is the devil, as we refer to her, not only does she control almost everything, there are monstrous things that she controls. Undead, giant wolves, the very creatures of Barraville are her eyes and ears.
Karina's gonna take the shot. Wow, that's a load of bullshit. Ghouls and giant wolves, monsters. What do you take us for? Bunch of fools? Think we believe in that shit?
I'm like making eyes at Karina, like.
He looks at you. Oh, don't. You're here now. And he gestures around. However it is that you all got here, there is no getting out of the fog again. Not without
What do you mean,
her
no getting
approval.
out
Have
of
you
the
tried?
fog?
Have you tried yet?
We've tried some things. We haven't tried everything we've thought of yet.
Don't try it. Trust me. Let me put it this way to you. The fact that I know that anything exists outside of Barraville is only because of the vistas. And the occasional people who manage to arrive in Barraville through the fog. But you are the first I've seen in well over a year. Who wasn't it, other than the Vista?
The Vista?
A tribe here in Barraville. They are able to travel through the fog because of some agreement, I think, that they had with the devil generations ago. We never got such a deal. So everyone born here is stuck here.
Hawthorne's gonna lean over to Karina and go, "The ones who delivered the letters."
Perhaps. So what you're saying is not to trust the devil in the sky or in this tower, yet she's the only one that can actually get us out of the fog. Seems a little counterproductive, if you ask me.
Or in our heads.
I have absolutely no idea how to get through the fog, and honestly, my advice would be don't try. But I don't know if the answers that you're looking for, or safety, can be found here in Bridgewater. A lot of the citizens of Bridgewater fled before the attack to the borough of Vallaki Hills. It's not too terribly far from here, but you might find the answers as to how to get through the fog there, if those answers exist. How's the
Karina's
soup?
gonna pull out. It's shit. She's gonna pull out the letter. So the letter was signed by the governor, right?
By the mayor.
Of Bridgewater. By the mayor of Bridgewater. And that is not Mark, is it?
Do you open the letter and check again?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No,
the letter and check again.
The name listed on, or the signature on the bottom of that letter was Kol Indirovich, and he introduced himself as Mark Indirovich.
So, as you're standing in for mayor, may I ask what happened to the other mayor? Your brother, I'm assuming. Or father.
Father. He died during the assault.
How?
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Honestly, a really big fucking gash across his head. He fought. He wasn't a... My father was a public servant. He was a scholar, not a soldier.
How long ago was this?
It was 3 days ago.
I want to pull out the letter that we first received and kind of show it to him. Is this your father's writing?
No. My father had chicken scratch. This is way too pretty.
And the signature at the bottom?
Well, his name, not his signature. Where'd you get this?
Sent to us. How else do you receive letters?
He just cocks an eyebrow at you and lets that go.
Sometimes I feel like they just appear.
Okay, I've got to ask. You found us. Are you just a welcoming committee, or did you want something from us?
Well, if you're asking. I assume that you all won't be staying in Bridgewater permanently. If you are, I can certainly help you find one of many abandoned homes.
Oh, well, temporarily having a place to stay would be nice.
I would be more than happy to offer that. The mayor's estate is just a street or just a couple streets over, and it's just me and my sibling there. We have way too much space. So if you would like
Oh,
to
darling,
stay,
are you
come for
asking
dinner.
us to stay with you?
It seems the only hospitable thing to do if I'm also going to ask a favor of you.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
If you were eventually planning on leaving Bridgewater and going to Valaki Hills, I would ask that you take my sibling with you, Ira. They are quite competent. They will not be a burden. But I don't feel that Bridgewater is safe for them anymore. And the farther out of view of that damn place, pointing up towards the ceiling but out towards the tower, the better. As he says this, there is a ring of the bell above the door to this establishment as the door opens and a woman steps through. She's dressed in threadbare clothing that is sopping wet. Her hair was at one point upswept, but it's now fallen and plastered around her face, slick and tangled. Her wide eyes dart frenetically across the room until they land on your table, on Mark, and she shakily steps forward. As she comes more under the overhead lights, her features come more into the light, and you can see that she's gone very pale. Her eyes are blotchy, her makeup running from the rain and what looks like tears. Her voice is a ragged, haunting whisper as she speaks. Mayor Indirovich, I'm terribly sorry for interrupting you and your guests. I need your help, and I don't know where else to turn. Mark turns towards her. Mary? Not mayor yet. Still need to be elected by the people, but until then, what can I do for you, Mary? It's Gertie. She swallows, and for a moment, it looks like she might faint. Gertie, I think she's gone to the tower. And even though her voice is a whisper when she says that, the bar just goes immediately silent. Mark himself, when Mary says this, looks like he's been punched in the gut, and he just subconsciously runs his hand through his hair. Okay, Mary, it's going to be all right. I will organize a search party for her immediately as soon as the others are back. Okay? I promise. And Mary starts to plead with him. No. You have to. You don't understand. Mary, I know. And we will send someone looking for Gertie as soon as we have the manpower. Okay? I promise. Okay?
What has gone to the tower mean?
Mark he just lifts a finger and just mouths to you, just 1 second. And he sees Mary on her way with, good night, make sure you get home safe. We will touch base. I will let you know as soon as I know anything. And then he walks back towards you again, running his hand through his hair. What? You remember how I said that there was those who spoke out against her? The person who organized that protest, Doyle, was Gertie's fiancé.
So what does that mean? Is she gone to go find him? Has she been kidnapped? You need to be more specific, my man.
I don't currently know. That's the problem, but My guess, I don't know why she would be kidnapped. The devil has more than gotten her revenge. My guess is that, she's there trying to avenge Doyle. And if that's true, she's probably already dead.
If she just left, maybe we can catch her. Why don't we just go up to the tower and see if we can catch her?
If you want to do that, I can't stop you. I would just advise against it. You truly... I don't think you fully comprehend the level of control that she has and the power she can exert. I could tell you...
I think that we'd like to know more about it. Maybe we should go with Mark. Is it all right if we call you Mark?
Of course, yeah.
Maybe we should go with Mark, get more information, and figure out why it's not a good idea to go after them.
My guess is, if Gertie went to her tower, you don't leave alive if she doesn't want you to. And she doesn't tolerate insolence. Look, this is part of the reason that I approached you. You're different. You're not from here. That's hope. And if you're going to be leaving from here, this whole thing is why I can't have Ira staying here.
So she doesn't tolerate, like, failure or anything like that?
Not as far as I know.
Do you know a family called the Durst?
Not off the top of my head.
So we were in a house earlier today that belonged to them, and she sent us there too. It had some weird, spooky shit inside of it. We made it out, but if she's that powerful as you say, that she could just conjure up a magical death house or something like that, which there was a lot of death in there. It was like zombies and ghouls and everything. By the way, I've eaten all of your bowls, by the way, while you've been talking. Nyne was
You didn't take
hungry.
Hawthorne's. Hawthorne wouldn't
Okay.
let you have his bowl.
Fine,
Nice
whatever.
try. Nice try.
Okay. I go to reach for it. He smacks my hand. But if she's as strong as you say she is, then honestly, even though I got enough lives to do this, I would like to know more about who we're dealing with in all forms of fashion. Because this ain't our playhouse.
Hawthorne is now pretty drunk. He's impulsive, and he wants to see what the bottom of the freaking tower looks like. And he just wants to at least walk up to this thing. So he's going to take his gin shot that he's just been mulling. He's going to shoot it, and he's going to stand up, and he's going to go, I want to go see what this tower looks like. I gotta see where this woman was taken. There needs to be some solid ground here with all of this nonsense that we're fucking seeing.
The tower is miles away. You're not going to be able to walk to it conveniently, and if you do...
Hawthorne, what if we use tonight, I quickly checked the clock again. It's around 5. Let's take tonight to rest. I know for me, I would be better suited to help you look at the tower so that you can prove to yourself that it exists. After a little bit of sleep, maybe we take Mark up on his offer of him graciously hosting us.
No wonder you guys have lost a lot of people. You just let people walk into this tower and just go, good luck out there. I'm going to go over to the bar, and he's going to sit at the bar.
I hate to agree with Hawthorne, but I agree with Hawthorne. You
Karina,
want
but
us to protect your sibling, yet you won't let us protect some helpless girl. That seems kind of
You
fucked
all
up if
can-
you're going to be mayor.
You all
Person of
can do
people.
what you want, I just don't want you throwing your lives away.
You're just assuming she made it to the tower. You just said it was miles away. Perhaps she got turned around. Maybe she's crying somewhere in a ditch. You're giving up on her, having just heard about her situation. I hate to say it, but that's no fucking mayor. You're supposed to represent these people. You're supposed to protect them. And yet you are selfishly trying to keep us safe to protect your family. The whole city is your family, my friend. And she's gonna stand up and sit beside Hawthorne at the bar.
Technically, you're not really the mayor yet, but
there's been a lot of pressure put on you. Holding positions of power in a period of turmoil, especially during a transition period, is a lot of work, and I think you're trying your best. And I do think that we're operating without all of the facts. And it's been a very long day. Just so that we have more information, are you sending people after her?
As soon as I have people who can be spared, yes.
Spared as in gone forever? Like spared if they were to be gone? Or
No,
like
just
temporarily...
the people who are available to do it. But I won't send them to the tower.
Where would you send them then? Because I think that they've... my companions...
The alleys nearby neighborhoods, but I wouldn't send them to the tower. That would be writing their death sentence. And I know. And he walks over to the bar where you went, Karina, and he gets not in your face, but just his posture changes. And he says, I know I'm not doing everything right. I'm trying. All I'm asking is if you're going that way, that you take them with you. That's all. If you can't do that, then that's fine. Everyone here, after all, is mostly out for themselves anyway. And you're right, it is very selfish of me to want to protect my sibling. Yeah, it is. 100%. Because I may be deputy mayor filling in for my dead dad. But I'm still human. And if I can choose to have them live by making one selfish choice, I can see that. I can live with that balance. And if that's too much, that's all right. The offer of a place to stay and dinner is still on the table. You don't owe me anything. Thank you for hearing me out. The big house, if you go out of here, take a right after a block, you'll see you look for the busted big gate. That's where I'll be. If you change your mind, want a place to stay that's nicer than this, offers on the
Mark.
table.
Where does Mary live?
He gives you the general directions. It's not far.
So, your plan is to wait until tomorrow, assuming people come up and arrive by the morn, and send them to find this girl, when she could just be a few blocks away, right now. Maybe a mile away. By the time the morn comes, she's at the tower.
This is
I hate
not.
to
This
tell
isn't
you.
the first time that I've talked with Mary today.
So you've just
She's-
been giving her false promises, saying that when somebody shows up, you'll get them to help, yet somebody has shown up, sitting in front of this table, and you're serving
Do
them
you
tea.
know how many living citizens are left in Bridgewater?
One less, apparently.
Karina.
I don't have many people to spare. I'm doing the best I can. If you want to go do that, go do it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm trying to save you. You're new here. You don't understand what's out there.
What do you think, Hawthorne?
Hawthorne's going to stand up from the bar, and he's going to put his hands on your shoulders, and he's going to say, "You're doing a good job. I know this is tough. We're all in a very, very weird place. You're doing a good job. We will come to your house, but we're going to talk amongst ourselves about what we're going to do next."
Thank you all for hearing me out. Enjoy your time in Bridgewater. And he turns, and right before he gets to the door, one of like the 1 or 2 remaining people in the bar other than you all just says to the person next to them something about Ismark the Lesser. And you watch as Mark straightens and then pushes the door open into the rain and leaves.
Brawk will I'll be right back, and he will just push right outside the door and lean against it. Mark.
He was in the process of opening an umbrella, and he turns.
And Brawk just allows the rain to soak his hair and his face, and he says, "We you're right. We're new here, but those people in there, I know they can make sure what you need done gets done. It won't cost them anything. They know that. But you need to give them time to cool down from the actual literal torture we've just endured, or the mass hallucination, whichever."
You make me a notice check really quick, Brawk, as Mark opens the umbrella and just holds it over him, since you're standing not, 1 foot away from him.
3.
You, with a 3, you watch as he puts a mask back on. As the emotions and anxiety and self-doubt that he allowed to slip are once more tucked away. And he holds the umbrella. "I know it's selfish. I just lost my dad."
I'm really sorry about that, but by the way.
The thought of losing Ira too. Not if I can help it.
Brawk puts his hand on his chest for some reason I can't explain, and he looks up into the sky. I feel like I know what it's like to have had to choose what to protect and how. I'm sorry. And he's going to pop his coat onto his shoulders. The rain, as it makes contact with his skin underneath, and it's already soaked through his shoulders, just pops slightly off of his coat as he turns around.
And as you're departing, Mark just points down. That way, then a right. and walks off.
He barrels back into the bar and closes the door and just rests against it. His eyes closed, hands on his knees. He looks like he's about to throw up. And instead, he just breathes in and breathes out and walks over towards you guys. It's raining.
During that time,
Still.
Karina has now put her head on the bar, and she's just kind of just forehead straight on the bar and just sitting like that for a while.
Can all of you then, other than Karina and Brawk, make me notice checks? So, Gloria, Nyne, Hawthorne. Because your head was on the bar. Makes it hard to see.
10.
Damn.
17.
Damn!
I got
Jeez,
a
y'all.
4. I'm still eating soup.
There's only so much I can raise you here.
I need to know everything.
For what you notice.
A 17's like a lot of raises.
A 17 is a
3 raises.
lot of races. So in addition to these observations about
If
Harold,
I can add something, I think the one
Yeah.
reason that maybe I notice so much in this moment is because I'm sitting here fuming. I think that like one of the only people that could help us unravel the mystery has just been told off by my friends into storming off. So I picture that like I am literally fuming. And I think that my mind is moving so quickly, and as my brain's going into overdrive, I just get more and more still and observing everything around me.
Benny for that. And also, because in that scene where I previously awarded Karina a Benny, everyone else, I wanted to also award you a Benny for all those interactions. So that's 2 right now for you, Gloria, and 1 for Brawk, Hawthorne, and Nyne. Let those social bennies flow. But as this frustration causes you to just dial in your focus, both Hawthorne and Gloria, Harold, the stout bartender with the hollow eyes, you notice that he has been cleaning the glasses here the entire time that he hasn't been serving actively drinks or bowls of soup. And this bar is not large. There are on the bar where he's doing the cleaning about a total of between 25 and 30 glasses. And he's cleaned each one of them, wiped them down in the exact same way at least 2 or 3 times since you've been here. Just when he reaches the end, he restarts and begins again. Over and over and over. And Gloria, with that huge raise, you also notice that Karina, with her head down on the bar, is crying.
Hawthorne's going to look around, and then he's going to lean over to Brawk. Brawk,
Yeah.
why is the bartender just rubbing the same glasses over and over again? Are we in like a Twilight Zone situation?
I'm going to stick by my previous assertion that it is a hallucination, and then that we are falling through various stages of being in different pockets of this world created by this mad woman. Right? Doesn't that make sense?
It makes complete sense to me because I'm not that smart anyway, so I'm all for it. I think it sounds great.
This place is awful. I don't know what to believe, Hawthorne.
You think we can get some information out of this guy who's stuck in a loop behind a bar?
I don't think I can get anywhere.
We can make Nyne beat him up.
No, poor innocents.
Okay, Gloria, you good?
No, I'm not feeling good. I'm not sure if the person behind the counter has been just listening in and cleaning the same glasses over and again, or maybe there's something weird going on, or maybe our friends just told off the one person who might be able to have more information on why we don't have our memories and why we're here, and where we could sleep and get real food.
He told
And
us where to go. It's okay.
No, let her run through this. Let her work through her emotions. Go ahead, let it out. Go on, Angel. Go
I
ahead.
had a few more different instances of grievances I feel like I have against you guys, but you're right. I don't know if that's productive to the conversation. Instead, we should maybe
I'll put my list away.
recenter. Hawthorne, well, okay. Whew. As I'm staring at this person who's cleaning the same glasses over and over again, it's clear I'm like radically trying to change gears before I like explode. Does it look like this is a voluntary cleaning of the dishes to try to listen in, like appear like he's doing something to be a part of the conversation, or do I get the sense that he's like in a simulation, and this furthers my theories that I was feeling in the house, like I was a rat in a simulation, receiving different stimulus? Which way do I kind of sense? I imagine with like observing him that closely, I have kind of a hypothesis I can form.
And with a huge notice check, which is what you're still just asking specificities about that same one. I will say you definitely do not get the impression that he is in any way listening in whatsoever. There is no reaction or subtle movements, no tilts of the head that make you think he is listening into your conversation at all. That doesn't then explain why exactly it's happening. Simulation is one explanation.
Can I look around at the other 3 people that were in the bar? I want to like try to look at their movements. Are they also repeating? Is there unique conversation? I'm specifically looking for like when you're hanging out casually, there's going to be spontaneous shiftings of recrossing your legs, shifting your foot, moving your glass.
So, of the 3 in here, one is asleep, slouched over a table by himself, a bottle still clutched in one hand on the table. The other 2, though, who are there together, including the one who made the remark as Mark left, they're moving a little slowly, I guess, but they are moving normally. They aren't just going through a repetitive action or anything like that. They seem to be people.
Nyne. I think there's something wrong with the bartender. Even more that he can't make any drinks, and bartenders typically are able to make more than a single drink that is shots. Mixed drinks and wine, like beer, those things exist as well. But more than that, I think there's something wrong.
So do we need to like get up out of here? Or do we want to like investigate this more? We feel like this is a trap of some sort, or what?
I wouldn't say it's a trap. Like, I do think, though, that it'd be worth regrouping, maybe having some conversations about what we're feeling towards people who are trying to help us, and maybe try to get help and see if we can aid in helping the town and finding people. So whether that's here at the bar or while walking to another location, a third space or something.
Fair enough. Mark seemed real nice. Going through a lot, though. I get that.
Mhm. A lot. And Gloria, I think that there's something not right feeling that you get. I understand it. I think that's just the way this. That's just the way this place is. And if it's not a hallucination, and even if it is, the best thing to do, I would think, as he gestures to everyone, is to accept that there is no normal, and that if we can trust each other.
Are you suggesting that we try to introduce a different type of stimulus to see if it's normal behavior or interaction? I I think that there's benefits to that plan. So, like, if we've only observed, I shouldn't be saying this aloud. If we've only observed the bartender cleaning these dishes repeatedly or serving drinks, perhaps we introduce a different type of stimulus and see if the same result is yielded. And we trust each other to check our responses. Am I understanding you?
Yes, that's exactly what I had this.
Great minds think alike. Okay,
They
this
do.
is a
They
great
do.
plan.
They
So,
yes.
so we should. So right now, Hawthorne, you said that it seemed like there was a simulation just repeating the same actions over and over again, but we noticed different stimulus. Like when we requested a drink, there was a response. We should do a third thing, a thing that either of the two actions previously demonstrated wouldn't work as a response.
Have we spilled a drink or something like that? I don't know. That's just a random thought.
Nyne will knock over one of the glasses on the floor.
What happens?
Harold turns his head, gives a sigh,
Sorry.
grabs some rags from behind the bar, brings them over to the table, wipes it up a little bit, and then just squats down, wipes over there. No free refills.
What does he do after?
He takes the towels, like just tosses them back behind the bar somewhere, and then walks over to the glasses that are on the bar, picks up a rag, and begins to clean.
Hawthorne's just gonna ask Harold, "Hey, Harold, how long have you lived here?"
All my life.
How old are you, man? You look pretty young for your age. You gotta be just sprightly. Sprightly young age, aren't you?
When he says and he actually says early 40s, he doesn't give a specific number. You're shocked because he definitely looks late 60s. Just continues. He answers your questions in this dull, fairly lifeless voice, and just continues to clean.
What I'm trying to notice is his reaction as he like dithers off from talking. If he like goes back into just a same motion sort of thing.
Nope, just and it's not like when he returns to cleaning and isn't speaking, his eyes go to the exact same point on the floor, and the movements are they're not, machine precise. It's just that he cleans these glasses endlessly.
Hey, Harold.
Hmm.
What's there fun to do around here? Do you just work this bar the entire time, or do you actually, like, go home somewhere?
I go home. Yeah. But there isn't anything here. Starts cleaning.
Karina, should we go maybe on the way to Mark's? look for any signs of Mary's friend?
I don't care. We can do whatever you say.
I care what you think.
She just shrugs.
It's a little easier to be frustrated with somebody if they react. And I'm a little frustrated with you, but you're making it a little bit difficult because you're not really reacting. I think that you're right that we should help people. But I also am concerned because we don't really know what's going on. And I don't think it's advantageous to alienate the people that are trying to help us. But I do think that you made some valid points. We could maybe just workshop on the delivery.
Hawthorne's going to say, my thought process is he wants us to take his daughter, or sorry, his sister. I'm sorry, I'm a little drunk. His sister with us. Well, let me just tell you, it's hard enough keeping us alive, you guys. You guys want to implement a young girl or another person into this situation? I'm like, we're already trying to heal up a testicle here, for fuck's sake.
Shh, it's too soon.
He deserves to grieve. He deserves it.
It's okay. Brawk throws his hands up, and for the first time, you see anger in his face. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. And he crosses his arms, and he goes and he just sits.
I do think that you, Hawthorne, I think you and Karina did make a good point that sitting here isn't helpful if there's somebody who's missing, and we also have this looming threat. I think maybe we need to just. It seemed to me, like Mark was saying, when we leave, if we leave, take my sister. Now, at this moment, we don't know how to leave. We don't even know if we can leave, and we're not in a position to leave. It doesn't seem like we're saying, let's take your sister into whatever treacherous house attempts to trap us next. We were just saying, if we find out a way to leave, maybe we could try to take her with us. Now, I, for one, think that we would be more successful moving towards leaving if we lean on the knowledge of the people around us, including ourselves, and seeking out other people in the town that might know how to leave. Maybe I'm misreading the situation, but I think that we do need more information.
I'm all for more information, but promises have powers. So don't be making no promises that we can't keep.
I think that that's very fair. I also think that it's a little bit of putting the cart before the horse, assuming we even can leave. Or should I say, train before the engine, or something.
I think.
Oh no, Brawk, go ahead.
Sorry. No. I only have one. I only have. I'm missing part of me, so you can.
You are whole, man.
Go with your full-throated words.
Ace, go ahead and go. My apologies for cutting you off. Speak your truth. Speak your knowledge.
Hey, I really, Nyne, I really appreciate that. And I think that what that guy was saying, I talked with him outside once. I realized I wasn't hallucinating anymore. I think what he was saying was that if you go to there was some hills or something, so just out of this town. If we can find a way out of this town, not this, like I said before, that this place, and he's going to gesture widely. It's something else, but there have to be places within this place, right? So if we can make it to another place, take her with us, that we get to do that. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. Assuming he knows that assuming he knows that if they die, that's not our thing, and we'll deal with that trauma later. So sorry, Nyne. I finally found my voice after processing the rage of losing. Go ahead.
Doesn't make you less of a man. But Gloria did mention that train. I haven't heard that train go by at all. So, was it like a one-way ticket type of situation, or is it always running? And I wants to look more at the bartender again, like just look at him again.
Just there, staring, cleaning. Just staring off into space as he polishes this same glass for probably the 30th, 40th time today.
Nyne's gonna take 3 of the glasses out of the row and just put them on the bar in different places.
As you do that, he watches you grab them and sees you just set them up, and he lets them sit there for a while looking towards them. And after you don't use them for a little while, he... Damn, Drogo.
Bearable cats, man.
Jeez.
Bearable cats.
Sorry, my cat has decided that he must DM.
This is his talking time.
Oh my god, you're so loud right now.
Pet me!
And it's just going to be louder because he's right next to me now.
Love me, Dad. Love me.
When you don't make use of the glasses after a minute or two, he grabs them, moves them back, into the line of glasses and adds them to the circulation.
Okay, I think Harold's broken of some sort. Bearable cats, man.
What I'm curious about is this guy who's passed out, who, he might not be passed out, he might be listening to us. Everyone might be listening to us. I'm losing my mind again. And he just sits at the bar, and he's just going to be quiet.
Nyne's going to go over to the guy that's passed out.
There's a wet spot on this wooden table where he has been drooling, and you lift him up to just a... He has not a 5 o'clock shadow. He has an 11:30 p.m. shadow, as it is just a little patchy gray and dark beard hair, but as he is lifted up, he's just a drunken, blubbering...
Hey, wake up! Smack. Hey, what's your name?
And he just takes a huge swig from the bottle that was still in his hands.
Hey, bud. Hey, oh, nope. Okay, come here, wake up. Hey, what's your name?
You should grab his bottle, ma'am. Just grab the bottle.
I'm trying to go about this a very calm demeanor, and I'm trying to hold... You know what? Fuck this. Take the bottle out of his hand. Hey, I'm going to smash this bottle if you don't talk.
Nah, man. Come on. That's alcohol abuse.
Come on.
What do you want?
What's your name?
Andre. What
Frank?
do you want? Andre.
Andre?
Why you want to let me finally sleep?
I don't think anyone sleeps in this fucking town. Look, hey, what's up with the bartender? I'm pretty sure you're a regular here because of what all has gone on here. Hey, wake the fuck up.
I'm just going to give you a heads up.
Hmm?
You're not going to get helpful information
Cool.
out of him.
Dump him on the ground.
Like, we can RP this out for as long as you want. He is, unless you are doing something magical, he is not going to be in any level of sobriety to communicate helpful information for quite a while.
Cool. Gonna just put him back down and keep his bottle and give it to Hawthorne.
That's totally fair.
He is unhelpful. I'm sorry, man. You tried your best. He just needs some coffee or something, and they only have gin here.
But now you have a half bottle of gin. About a third.
And I have liquid courage.
That'll be fun. Karina.
As they are having that conversation, Karina's gonna finally sit up, having overheard all of this regarding the bartender. And she's not gonna watch his movements, but she's gonna study his face. Is this a look, whether or not she remembers seeing it before, but is this a shell-shocked look?
Make me a notice check to try to read the expression.
That is a 4.
4? What I would say is it has a lot of similarities. I don't know with a 4 if you're quite able to see and diagnose exactly, but there is an emptiness behind those eyes. Whether that's the result of trauma or something else. You don't have quite enough information to make that determination, but there is a distinct hollowness to his stare. And it's the same with his voice. No real intonation that much. No real person.
Quick question. Without magical means, you can't shake him of this, like, emptiness, correct? Okay, so I, like, couldn't persuade him out of his weirdness or anything like that.
You can try.
I'll fathom it. I'll try and think of it.
Yeah, I mean, let me know what you say, and I'll let you know if we roll in what we do. It's your game. You can try anything.
Guys, what? We had a moment where some of us were really upset, feeling like we needed to help this person. I think also some of us think that we should try to maybe build a bridge of communication with Mark, the interim mayor. Perhaps we should make moves towards both these goals. We could start looking in some of the alleys as able-bodied people on the way to maybe checking in with Mark.
I like that idea.
I'm here for it.
Moving forward.
Yeah,
I'll admit. Oh, you like it? Good.
I think it will work. Harold, she's gonna look up to the bartender. Is there a place where I can relieve myself that isn't the street?
He points to a small little hallway where you can
She's
see.
gonna go down there.
Yeah, there's a restroom here. It's not the nicest. It's fairly unfinished concrete floor, mirror, toilet, pulls like the top pull chain for the toilet.
She's not using the toilet. She's just gonna
I
use
assumed.
the counter
I'm just describing.
Yeah, thanks. I don't want to hear about a horrible bathroom and a horrible pool.
You sure? I could go into a lot more. We can make it worse.
I'm certain.
No, go ahead.
But yeah, she'll leave for like 5 or so minutes, and then she'll come back.
Nyne will go to the bathroom after Karina gets back.
Got it.
I sort of start to make my way towards Nyne, and then seeing him walk to the bathroom, like, okay, never mind. I'll
what?
chat later.
What's up?
No, just never mind.
I can wait.
No, you're good. I just while we were waiting to go, I just anyway, never mind. We can talk later.
Oh, okay.
Brawk is gonna move away from them. Have your privacy.
No, it's okay. He's walking away anyway. Brawk, don't walk away now.
I'm not that far from you. I can literally just come back.
So you go closer, and I go further.
Now I'm embarrassed, and I'm just gonna walk out.
And so, as this awkward conversation has been happening, and Karina reemerges, is there anything noticeably different or anything, or did you just go to the bathroom and come back?
Her makeup that was running down her face from her crying has all been cleaned up. She seems a lot calmer and almost more put together in a way. Shall we find a missing girl?
Sure.
And she's gonna walk out of the bar.
Karina heads out of the bottles bottom bar section of this building. What about the rest of you? You all heading out? Okay. If I recall what you all said, the general plan was to head towards where Mark had indicated, but check the alleys and streets in the process. Did I hear that correctly, or was there something different?
Correct.
Cool. Okay. As you all begin to follow the directions that Mark gave you, the fog out here is still very heavy. And some of the alleyways, as you peer down them, are almost entirely blocked by the fog. Others, it's a mellow mist, and you're able to go down and look. You don't find any signs of a young woman. There are also alleys that, as you pass them, you look down. The fog is light enough that you feel like you could traverse through it. But you see shapes down the alley that send shivers down your mind as you look down them. The length of the limbs, the number, the bodily configurations of them, and the occasional sounds that you hear echoing from those particular alleyways send you scuttling along a little bit faster. You do not find almost anyone along your walk, following the directions that Mark gave you all. The town of Bridgewater itself is concrete. These very flat, repetitive fronts of concrete houses, all with the same identical 3 or 4 steps leading up to the front stoop. The slick black asphalt of the roads, the pattering of rain, streetlights occasionally flickering. But you pass almost no one. There is one thing that you pass as you walk that actually has someone at it, and that is, as you are taking a right that Mark indicated, you can see on the next block over, under one of the streetlights, there is what looks like a food cart that is set up, has this little umbrella on the top of it, looks like it could be wheeled. And there is the side of it facing you is painted with a giant donut on it, and you can see that there is someone there sitting on a stool behind it, But that's off a different direction, and that's really the only person you see. You catch occasional glimpses of people, just the backs of them as they are heading into the houses and buildings here, quickly shutting the door behind them. And then there are the occasional people that you pass, very similar to the ones that you saw when you first arrived, that are just sitting and staring, breathing like a beached fish. But they pay no mind to you as you walk by them. So, my question is, since you have not found sign of Gertie as you have finished following the directions to the mayor's estate, because it wasn't that far, and it's not like you searched the whole town, would you all continue searching, or would you proceed towards where Mark's address that he gave?
I thought we decided as a group to go to Mark's and search on the way, as Gloria had said, but
I'm just
I wanted
confirming.
to see. No, I wanted to see what everybody else had remembered as well.
I'd like to kind of watch Karina to see if she's really feeling better. Does it look like... Because I noticed her crying, and I try not to be obvious, so obviously it's really obvious that I'm, like, glancing over.
Make me another notice check, because this is a separate thing you're looking at. I can't carry over that 17 for too long.
No, I'm probably going to roll like a 1. That's how it works.
I love that. Ethan, where we're standing, can I still see the statue?
Oh, no. No, not from here. That was, it's like two and a half blocks back. So it's not impossible to retrace your steps and get there.
6.
You do notice, because she's thinking about what Karina's doing, that when she was passing the statue, she kept kind of looking back at it in a way, almost with a look of familiarity to the face on the statue, even though it's a very roughly hewn face and it wouldn't make any sense. But for whatever reason, she's kind of hyper-focused on that statue, and now that she's standing there and can't see the statue anymore, she still kind of looks back towards where it was. But other than that, she seems kind of docile, for lack of better terms.
I imagine we're kind of a group that, like, everybody's trying to follow somebody else right now. Like, after we can't find her, we're doing that thing where, like, we're all just sort of walking because one person's walking.
Hawthorne's had his head down while he's walking behind you guys, sort of looking off from one side to the other, just sort of glancing off and kind of keeping at the ready, but at the same time just not trusting anything, but pretty much following you guys.
The building that you all see in front of you, still a little, about a half block away, but you see the gate that Mark mentioned. It's a rusted, heavy iron gate. The right half of it is, you can't even see where it is from right here. It is not currently attached. But the left of this heavy iron gate is twisted. Almost like pinwheel level, just twisted, mangled. And you can hear the squealing of its hinges as it lazily swings in the wind and rain. As you get a little bit closer, you see the right gate, similarly mangled but discarded, about 20 feet off to the right. And behind the iron fence and remaining half of gate, there is a weary-looking mansion squatting. There are weeds that choke the grounds of this estate. The even starting to grow up in the gravel pathway that you all are currently walking on. Twisted, gnarled vines poking through the earth all around, oddly drained of all lively colors. They look like ash even while they're still alive. And on the mansion itself, not a single one of the windows has visible glass. They are all barred with planks and hastily installed pieces of iron bars. And as you all approach, you can make me a notice check if you would like.
Okay, first of all, what the hell could have ripped the fucking hinges off a gate that size?
Ooh, what can your imagination conjure up?
I don't know. Something big.
This is why I'm not trusting him. He seems like he's keeping a lot from us.
Well, we did just meet him, but this place is awful. So everyone we meet could be bad.
Fortunately, I do feel like he's got a good heart. Cares about somebody. He wants to look after his people and his loved one. Give him that. I didn't feel like he was lying that entire time. There's a certain level of passion someone talks about it, a subject or something they care about, that there's truthful meaning to it.
And we had in those notice checks 4 total dice explosions. That's insane. The highest roll from Gloria, a 12. We also had a critical failure from Karina. Everyone who succeeded, which was everyone except Karina, you are all able to see that the weeds and plant growth here have been kind of tramped down directly around the house itself. Those of you who got raises, which was Nyne, Hawthorne, and Gloria, you also see that there are footprints in that pressed down, walked on area. That even from here, as you start to approach the door, you can see are a combination of humanoid footprints, both shod and unshod, so both boot prints and footprints. And there are also very, very large canine footprints visible here.
That.
Gloria, you and Karina actually also notice there are heavy claw markings on the exterior wall of the house. Great black marks on certain sections that look like someone has tried to burn it from the outside. Karina, though, with a critical failure, as you are staring at this, you trip in the concrete and go down, scrape your knee a little bit, and just leave this little bit tear in your dress right there.
She also, when she sees those claw marks alongside Gloria as they were standing pretty close together, she just starts shaking her head as if they're somehow familiar, as if she's seen something like it, but she can't place it. She's got like this very lost look on her face. She can't remember. She doesn't know why, but for whatever reason, that set of claw marks seems familiar to her.
Nyne is going to go up to the claw marks and put his own paw up to it to see how they match up.
Bigger than yours.
Go. Whatever it was bigger than me. Those are dog prints. And,
Oh, that's what I meant for the record. The dog prints were the ones that were bigger, just to make sure I was clear.
And I meant the claw marks. Like.
Oh, the claw marks? Yeah, also a the gash is deeper and the spread between the claws a little bit wider than you could comfortably manage.
Huh.
It doesn't have 5, though.
Oh.
It's 3.
Oh. The fuck ripped. See? You wanted me to use my imagination? I don't want to imagine what the fuck that was. What this is.
Didn't he say that the Strahd woman has what at her dogs, at her wolves, at her disposal?
What kind of wolves walk on? What?
Use your imagination.
So we got upright walking wolves. That's what we're saying?
Well, why not?
He said that she sent wolves and ghouls.
What did he say that she was punishing them for again?
The protest?
All of this for a protest?
Well, we don't.
Sometimes when a government really wants to retain power in a situation, especially if it's a corrupt government, any form of protest is seen and vilified.
Fuck the government.
Of course, no one wants opposition, but how else their voices supposed to be heard? So
I think that protesting is a right that people need to take when they're being oppressed. I'm getting the vibe though that the dictator-ish figure in this place doesn't see that as a personal liberty and an exercise.
Molotov cocktail was a great way to tell people to get your point way across.
Who knows what language puppet masters speak? Shall we?
Wait, before we go in, I had a thought a while ago. He's never heard her voice in his head. Is it weird that we have? Should we be concerned?
Yes. You saw how he reacted to that. That's not a normal thing.
We just need to be weary of what we say, you guys, because we've been invited here by her. Some people might not see that as a good thing. That's why I want to reel in a little bit what we tell him.
Okay. Okay. I hear you.
Actually, that's a really good point I hadn't considered. I was like, I'll be honest, I was just kind of thinking about the information we could get from him, but like, that's a really good point.
We can still get information from him, though. I like where your head is thinking.
The more I think on it, the more concerning it is that we all have heard her in our head.
Yep, but we should probably blow right past that.
She had to get into our heads somehow. I mean, we don't know who we are fully. We have bits and pieces.
Karina, you're acting oddly silent in this moment. Is there something you're thinking about her talking in our heads?
She's still staring at that claw mark. Ethan, would this claw mark be in any way, fucking words just completely failed me. Lizard-like? Like a giant lizard? Dragon-like in a way?
Without a roll, I would say that these are large claw marks, but if they were from a dragon, it is a small dragon. There is quite a gulf between a very large canine and an average size dragon. And these claw marks don't quite span that gulf. But they are sizable. They look like they would hurt bad.
She did get a critical failure, and she also is high as shit. And so she's still, like, looking over...
You know, with a crit failure? Yeah, that could totally be a dragon.
And trying to, like, she's... In her mind, she's stuck in that memory and thinking of the dragon clawing at Jace. So that's kind of where she's... So that's... She's just staring at those claw marks.
And for a second there, as we watch Karina just get lost in this moment. You swear you can hear the battlefield again and feel that heat on your face. Not nearly as viscerally as you did while you were wandering lost in the fog, but it felt so real for just a second there. The rest of you are, just so you know, standing, just a couple dozen feet from the 2 large front doors of the house. But all the windows are boarded up, so it's not like they can see you awkwardly standing out there.
Us standing awkwardly here is like such a mood for our group.
Oh, it's
okay.
Perfect. Stand in the rain. Brood.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go knock on the door because I'm kind of wet and I would like to be dry now.
Okay.
Dum, 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 dum.
There is a delay, and you hear barely just the sound of footsteps from behind the door, but then you don't hear a response.
Mark, is us from the bar.
You can hear the muffled footsteps get closer, and then there is a voice that comes in response, though muffled.
There are no appointments today. Apologies. Please try another time.
We were sent here by Mark, the mayor.
I'm sorry, I don't believe...
And then you hear...
No, hold on. Wait, who is that out there?
Nyne.
I don't actually believe I ever caught any of your names. From the bar?
Oh, darling,
Yeah, from the bar.
I don't think we introduced ourselves.
And then there's just a couple seconds of quiet, followed by the sound of a heavy bar behind this door being shifted out of the way. And as the doors open, you see Mark, still dressed roughly the same way, though he has taken his jacket off. He's just in his vest now, tie loosened even further. And there, next to him, who you assume is his sibling. They are wearing a pinstripe shirt, rolled up sleeves. They are non-binary, have red hair that is cropped, not super short, but closer to, the current fashion for a lot of the men, and is also wearing a red ascot. And as you step in, welcome. Glad you decided to join. May I introduce you to Ira? Ira Indirovich, these are some newcomers, and we're going to have company for dinner tonight. And that is where we will pick up next time. Wonderful session, everybody. So spicy. Everybody was so spicy. It's almost like trauma is negatively impacting to the nervous system. Who would have thought?
Straight to the brain.
Who would have thought almost dying and thinking one of your friends was going to sacrifice a dog to a flesh monster might have some long-lasting negative psychological impacts on our emotional health? Who would have thunk? Thank you for listening to this episode of The City of the Crimson Tower. Gloria was played by Anna Margaret, Karina by Maddie, Nyne by Mav, Hawthorne by Sally, and Brawk by Lauren. And Ethan did all the other stuff.